Your thoughts are like missiles. I recently had one excellent and one really bad experience on one day and came to a huge realization. First, the excellent experience. A mother in a different country reached out to me for healing of her 7-year-old son who is still not talking or sleeping through. We agreed that I would work remotely on the child and I would send the mother details of the healing I did. I did the healing on this child, who apparently at the time was playing outside with his minder, while both parents were at work. Part of what I did, and all this was using the power of my thought because we were in different countries, was to slightly adjust the neck of this child because I felt there was something off balance there. That afternoon, about half an hour after I'd worked on the child, the mother came home and the child was rubbing his neck. When Mom asked about it, he communicated that someone was touching his neck. The mother conveyed this to me, and I confirmed what I had done and when. The next morning, I got an ecstatic message from the mom, informing me that her boy had not only slept through for the first time in his 7 years, but he had also woken up much later than normal. The dad, who knew nothing about the treatment, also commented that something had changed in the child to get this result. On the same day that I received this ecstatic confirmation, I had a really unpleasant experience with 2 spiritual people who have no idea of the universal law of say what you do and then do what you say. There was an incident where they both told me one thing which I agreed with, did the opposite, and then stood together to blame me for an outcome that none of us had agreed on. I smiled, and I did what was needed to get all of us on some sort of rickety track again, and went home seething with thoughts of how these 2 critters treated me in a way that I would never wish on anyone. Then I realized what I was doing with my thoughts. This experience with the boy was not the first healing instance where people in other countries reported physical sensations while I was doing the healing on them. What made the incident with the boy more powerful for me was that here was a 7-year-old child who still cannot talk, who did not consciously know that I was doing healing on him, and who doesn't know how to lie. He was able to communicate to his mother what he had physically experienced during the healing, and it brought relief for him and for his parents. If I can do so much good by simply directing my thoughts, can you imagine how much damage I can do by applying my thoughts? This realization stopped me in my tracks. I immediately decided to be 1,000% more aware of my thoughts in future and to work on only using this gift for the benefit of humanity. This was a truly humbling experience. Namaste.